Beloved soul, listen carefully. Heaven is moving on your behalf. The voice of God is breaking into your story tonight, and his message is tender, yet unshakable. Through Archangel Michael, the decree has been spoken. I am sending someone into your life. Not by accident, not by chance, but by destiny. For so long, your heart has whispered questions into the night. When will I stop walking alone? When will someone finally stand beside me? Not to betray, not to use, not to wound, but to honor, to cherish, to understand the depths of my spirit. Tonight, heaven answers. The words are not buried in silence. They are not wrapped in uncertainty. They are released now as a divine announcement. You will not walk alone much longer. The heaven-written answer. Every tear that touched your pillow was noticed. Every cry you carried in secret rose like incense before the throne of God. Not one moment of your loneliness was wasted. Archangel Michael declares, your prayers were never ignored. The time of waiting has not been in vain. Heaven has preserved an answer, and now the release is at hand. This person is not ordinary. They are chosen. They are refined. They are prepared to carry a sacred role in your journey. God himself has written your names side by side, long before the earth knew your face. This is not coincidence. It is not luck. It is divine orchestration. Why you faced loneliness? Do you wonder why so many left? Why people who claimed to love you turned their backs? Why friendships dissolved without warning? Heaven whispers, it was protection. Those who departed were never meant to stay. They were stepping stones, shadows meant to pass through. Their exit was not your rejection. It was heaven's preparation. The truth is this. God would not allow just anyone into the sanctuary of your heart. What is sacred must be guarded. And so you were kept apart, waiting for the one whose presence would not harm, but heal. Archangel Michael says, the season of shadows is ending. A season of divine companionship is beginning. The keys they carry. The one being sent carries keys deep within their spirit. Keys that will unlock forgotten laughter. Keys that will open doors of trust you thought were sealed forever. Keys that will bring light to corners of your soul where darkness tried to linger. This person has walked through their own valleys. They have shed their own tears. They have carried their own cross. Because of this, they will not treat your heart lightly. They will not play with your trust. They will hold your spirit with care, as one who knows what it means to hurt and to heal. The prepared soul. Beloved, the reason you are hearing this now is because your spirit is ready. God never releases blessings to hearts unprepared. You thought you were broken, but heaven says you are positioned. You thought you were late, but heaven says you are right on time. Archangel Michael himself has circled your name in heaven's chambers. This one endured. This one stayed faithful. This one walked through fire and was not consumed. Now heaven says, it is time to release what they have been waiting for. Peace will be the sign. When this person arrives, you will not need to guess. You will not have to beg for their attention, nor question their loyalty. For their presence will carry peace. Not the peace of words spoken lightly, but the peace that calms storms, that quiets anxieties, that settles the soul. When they take your hand, you will know. This is the one heaven promised. Reflective pause. Take a deep breath. Let this truth sink into the quiet places of your heart. The waiting was never punishment. It was preparation. Bedtime takeaway. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. The heavens have already written your story. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the season of divine companionship is near. Rest tonight knowing this. The one God is sending will not wound you. They will heal you. They will not leave. They were born to remain. The silent years. Beloved soul, there have been seasons where silence surrounded you. Nights when the only sound was your own breathing. Days when you carried a smile on your face, but sorrow in your heart. You asked quietly, Lord, have you forgotten me? Why must I walk this road alone? But heaven responds now. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. The silence was not rejection. It was preparation. Heaven's shield over you. Archangel Michael speaks softly. I stood guard over your life. I drew circles of fire around your spirit, and I ensured that no counterfeit, no unworthy soul could cross into your sacred space. Every door that closed, every friendship that crumbled, every love that dissolved, it was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to protect you. You did not lose. You were spared. Why it did not work before? Think of the ones who walked away. Think of the relationships that broke without warning. Think of the sudden endings that left you confused. At the time, it hurt. At the time, it felt unfair. But now, heaven whispers. They were never written into your forever. They were chapters, not the whole book. They were mirrors to show you your worth, not partners to carry your destiny. The truth is this. Heaven was removing what would have drained you, so that the one who restores you could enter freely. The one who is coming. This person is not arriving empty-handed. They come with prayers already spoken for you. They come with strength forged through trials. They come with love that is steady, not shallow. When they step into your life, you will not feel chaos. You will feel peace. You will not feel confusion. You will feel clarity. You will not feel the urge to beg, chase, or prove. You will simply rest, knowing their heart is anchored to yours by heaven's design. A strange familiarity. And when your eyes meet, it will feel oddly familiar, as though you have met them before, even if it is your very first encounter. Why? Because long before your bodies knew each other, your souls were written side by side in heaven's script. This connection is not new. It is ancient. It is destiny reuniting two journeys heaven designed to align. How you will know. Archangel Michael whispers. You will know them not by their wealth, not by their looks, not even by their words, but by their peace. When they arrive, storms within you will calm. Your thoughts will soften. Your heart will breathe again. They will not silence your dreams. They will ignite them. They will not weaken your spirit. They will strengthen it. They will not compete with you. They will align with you. Reflective pause. Rest for a moment. Close your eyes. Imagine the weight of loneliness lifting from your chest, replaced by a peace that feels like home. Bedtime takeaway. You are not being punished for waiting. You are being prepared. The heartbreaks, the delays, the endings, they all made room for what heaven is sending. And when it arrives, you will understand why the wait was so long and why the silence was so deep. The quiet stirring. Beloved soul, have you noticed it? That strange stirring in your heart, rising without reason. That sudden hope that slips into your thoughts when you least expect it. You may not understand why, but heaven does. This stirring is not random. It is the whisper of God saying, get ready. I am sending someone. The rearrangement of your world. Lately, perhaps you have seen people fall away. Conversations grow silent. Opportunities you thought were secure suddenly closing. It hurt, yes. It left you questioning, wondering if you were forgotten. But Archangel Michael explains. This was heaven making room, clearing the stage, removing what cannot walk into the chapter you are about to enter. Do not see these losses as emptiness. See them as preparation, the other soul's journey. Even now, somewhere beyond your sight, the one God is sending is also stirring. They too feel restless, unsettled, unable to force doors that will not open. They may not know why, but you know, because heaven has reserved them for you, just as you have been reserved for them. Two lives, two paths, two rivers running separately, now bending toward one meeting point. Peace will be their mark. When they come, it will not be fireworks that convince you. It will not be grand gestures or dramatic words. It will be peace, the kind that settles your racing thoughts, the kind that quiets the noise of fear, the kind that makes you exhale without even realizing it. For where heaven walks, there is peace, the beauty of alignment. This is not ordinary romance. It is covenant. It is destiny alignment. Where you were weak, they will be strong. Where they are weary, you will be encouragement. Where one lacks, the other will overflow. Together, you will carry balance that reflects God's design. The work of heaven behind the veil. Do not think it strange that you had to wait. Do not think it wasted that tears watered your nights. Behind the veil, angels were arranging the threads of destiny, like a weaver at a loom, pulling strands together that seemed tangled, until finally, the masterpiece will reveal itself. And at the center of that masterpiece, this person God has chosen for you. Reflective pause. Take a breath. Feel the quiet reassurance rising in your chest. Heaven is not late. Heaven is precise. Bedtime takeaway. The waiting has not been a prison. It has been a shelter. God has been working in silence, aligning two stories, two hearts, two destinies. When the time arrives, you will not need to force anything. You will simply recognize peace and know this is the one heaven promised. The counterfeits that came before. Beloved soul, you have known what it feels like to be misunderstood. You have walked beside those who promised loyalty but disappeared when storms came. You have seen smiles that hid selfishness, words that hid empty hearts. Those connections left scars. They drained you, leaving you to wonder if love was even meant for you. But hear this truth from Archangel Michael. Those were not your destiny. They were distractions. Heaven did not allow them to stay because they would have broken you beyond repair. The mark of the one sent by heaven. The one God is sending will not drain you. They will fill you. They will not silence your dreams. They will fan them into flame. They will not compete with your spirit. They will align with it. When they pray, your spirit will feel safe. When they smile, your heart will breathe again. When they stand beside you, you will know that you are no longer carrying battles alone. The whisper of recognition. It will not take endless guessing. Your soul will recognize them before your mind can explain why. It will feel like home. It will feel like peace. It will feel strangely familiar, as though you have been waiting for this meeting all along. Why? Because heaven wrote your names together before time began. The end of fear. You will not have to beg for attention. You will not have to fight for loyalty. You will not have to wonder if they love you. Their actions will echo louder than their words. Their consistency will speak more than promises. Their peace will tell you more than any explanation could. This is how heaven works. What is divine does not arrive in confusion. It arrives in clarity, protection, and preparation. Archangel Michael has gone ahead of you. He has cleared counterfeit paths. He has silenced false voices. He has burned away distractions that would have poisoned your spirit. What remains now is pure, refined, handpicked by God Himself. And this person, beloved, is closer than you think. Reflective pause. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine what it feels like to finally rest in love that does not demand you to shrink, hide, or pretend. Breathe in the peace of knowing heaven has already chosen. Bedtime takeaway. You will not have to chase this blessing. You will not have to earn it by suffering more. When heaven sends, it flows. The one being prepared for you is coming not to take, but to give. Not to wound, but to heal. Not to leave, but to remain. This time, beloved soul, it will last. Heaven's hidden work. Beloved soul, even now, heaven is arranging. Paths are shifting. Doors are opening. Conversations are being aligned. You may not see it. You may not understand how one simple encounter could change everything. But remember this, heaven does not need many steps. It only needs the right step. A phone call, a sudden introduction, an unexpected invitation. What feels accidental will be angelic. The restlessness within you. Do you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, as if you are waiting for something unnamed. As though the air around you carries a melody half remembered. This is not imagination. This is confirmation. Archangel Michael whispers. That restlessness is the soul's preparation. Heaven is shifting the ground beneath your feet to guide you closer to your appointed meeting. The journey of the other heart. Somewhere else. Even now, the one being prepared for you is feeling the same stirring. They may not know your name. They may not know your face. But they already feel drawn by a force they cannot explain. Why? Because destiny is guiding their steps toward you. What you long for, they long for too. What you pray for, they pray for too. Your lives have been running separately, but the rivers are about to meet. When the moment comes, when it happens, beloved, it will not be loud. It will not come with flashing signs or dramatic scenes. It will be gentle, but undeniable. It may be the way their eyes meet yours, and suddenly your heart exhales. It may be the way their voice sounds like water over stone, calm, steady, safe. It may be the way you laugh without effort, as though your spirit recognizes joy again. Do not dismiss it. Do not think it is too good to be true. For when heaven fulfills a promise, it often feels surreal. The seal of heaven. Archangel Michael reminds you. Heaven would not deliver this word if the time were not already near. This is not coincidence. It is covenant. It is not chance. It is appointment. Your names have already been spoken in the courts of heaven. And now the decree is being carried into the earth. Reflective pause. Pause here. Let your soul breathe and hope again. Imagine yourself resting in a love that feels steady, not fragile. Bedtime takeaway. The waiting is almost over. The stirring in your spirit is proof. Heaven is near. The person being sent into your life is already on their way, guided by the hand of God. You will know them not by confusion, but by peace. Not by noise, but by clarity. And when you know, beloved, you will finally understand why every lonely night was worth it. The wounds you carried. Beloved soul, Heaven has seen the weight you have carried, the betrayal that left its mark, the nights when trust seemed impossible, the mornings when you rose, but your heart still ached with memories of loss. You asked, Lord, will anyone ever truly see me? Will anyone ever hold my heart without breaking it? And God answered, not with delay, but with preparation. Heaven's answer. Archangel Michael speaks. The one being sent will not come to wound you. They will come to heal you. They will not reopen scars. They will not remind you of loss. Instead, they will hold your heart gently, as though it were a treasure worth protecting. You will feel safe in their presence, not because they are perfect, but because they are chosen. The gentle signs of healing. When they smile, your spirit will breathe again. When they stand beside you, you will feel lighter, as if your battles are no longer carried alone. When they pray, your soul will find rest, like a weary traveler who has finally reached home. This is how you will know, not by fireworks or grand displays, but by the peace that surrounds them. A covenant, not a coincidence. This connection will not be shallow. It will not be temporary. It will not fade when storms arrive. This is not mere romance. It is covenant. It is the alignment of two lives, two destinies, woven by the hand of God. What one lacks, the other will provide. Where one is weary, the other will be strength. Together, you will be a living testimony of heaven's faithfulness. The end of questioning. You will no longer have to ask, do they love me? Their actions will answer before words are spoken. You will no longer beg for attention. Their eyes will see you the way heaven sees you. You will no longer fear abandonment, for they were not sent to leave, but to remain. Reflective pause. Take a moment. Breathe deeply. Allow your heart to imagine being held by love that does not demand, but gives. Bedtime takeaway. You are not too broken for love. You are not too late for destiny. The one coming into your life is not here to take from you, but to add to you. This time, beloved, you will not lose yourself in love. You will find more of yourself. The unbearable silence. Beloved soul, there were nights when the silence felt too heavy. Nights when you wondered if heaven had closed its ears. Nights when you whispered prayers that seemed to vanish into the air. But hear this. Heaven was never deaf to your cry. The silence was not abandonment. It was refinement. God was not punishing you. He was preparing you. The precious requires time. What is precious must be shaped carefully. What is sacred cannot be rushed. You are precious. So is the one coming into your life. And because of that, heaven took time. Time to strip away what was false. Time to strengthen what was weak. Time to heal what was broken. So that when you meet, you will both be ready, not desperate, but prepared. The weight of timing. Archangel Michael whispers. Beloved, the reason you had to wait longer than others is because your story required precision. Every delay was protection. Every tear was a seed. Every lonely night was a thread woven into a greater design. And now, that design is almost complete. Recognition in the meeting. Do not expect thunder or lightning. Expect something gentler, but undeniable. Perhaps it will be the way they look into your eyes, and you feel as if they already know you. Perhaps it will be the way their words sound like echoes of prayers you once whispered alone. Perhaps it will be the way your heart feels safe in their presence, without needing proof. This is how heaven works. Quiet, gentle, precise. Why others did not stay. Think back to those who left, those who failed you. You asked, why did they walk away? Why did it not last? Now the answer comes. They were never meant to carry your destiny. Their leaving was not your failure. It was heaven's protection. Had they stayed, they would have broken you. But because they left, you are ready to be whole. The joy of fulfillment. When the one comes, beloved, the waiting will make sense. The heartbreak will make sense. The silence will make sense. For what is coming is not fragile, not temporary, not shallow. It is covenant. It is destiny. It is joy. Reflective pause. Take a deep breath. Let your spirit rest in the truth that you were not forgotten. You were being prepared. Bedtime takeaway. The delay was never denial. The silence was never rejection. It was heaven writing a story too beautiful to be rushed. And soon, beloved soul, the waiting will give way to fulfillment. The confusion of the past. Beloved soul, in the past, you often felt uncertain. You wondered if someone's words were true. You questioned if their promises could be trusted. So often, confusion became your companion. But heaven speaks clearly now. This time will be different. The one God sends will not bring chaos. They will bring peace. The mark of peace. Archangel Michael whispers, "You will know them by their peace, not by their wealth, not by their appearance, not even by their words, but by the peace they carry. When they enter, storms within you will calm. When they speak, your anxious thoughts will grow quiet. When they touch your hand, your soul will recognize something eternal. This is how you will know heaven has sent them, a familiar spirit. Their presence will feel strangely familiar, as though you have met before, even if this is the first time. Why? Because your souls were written together long before your bodies walked the earth. It will not feel like meeting a stranger. It will feel like remembering someone you have always known. The authentic difference. This person will not come with masks. They will not hide behind false smiles or half-truths. They will not play games with your heart. They will arrive clothed in authenticity, carrying a spirit of honesty and honor. And unlike the ones before, they will not drain your energy. They will restore it. They will not silence your voice. They will celebrate it. The quiet assurance. You will not need to chase them. You will not need to beg for love. You will not need to wonder if you are enough. For in their presence, you will feel secure, safe, home. This is heaven's design. Love that strengthens rather than weakens. Love that frees rather than binds. The reflection of God's faithfulness. Together, your union will be more than companionship. It will be a reflection of God's faithfulness. Your love will testify that waiting is never wasted, that loneliness is never final, that God always fulfills what He promises. Reflective pause. Close your eyes. Imagine a love that feels steady, true, and safe. Let your spirit rest in that vision, for heaven is already preparing it for you. Bedtime takeaway. You will not have to guess this time. You will not have to fear this time. The one heaven is sending will be recognized by the peace they bring. And that peace, beloved, will be your confirmation. The clearing away. Beloved soul, have you noticed how some doors closed without warning? How certain opportunities dissolved even when you tried your best? How people you thought would stay simply drifted away? It hurt at the time. It felt like rejection. But now heaven whispers, it was protection. The rearrangement of your story. Archangel Michael speaks. Heaven has been rearranging your story, removing what cannot walk with you into your next chapter. Do not grieve the ones who left. Do not mourn the doors that closed. For if they belonged to you, they would not have passed you by. The truth is this. What is not meant for you can never satisfy your spirit. What is meant for you can never be taken away. The emptying was necessary. Sometimes heaven must empty your hands before it can fill them. Sometimes space must be cleared before the blessing can arrive. This is why the silence was so heavy. This is why the losses cut so deep. God was making room for the one who is coming. The space prepared. Now the space is ready. The stage has been set. The path has been cleared. The one being sent will not have to fight through the clutter of false voices or counterfeit loves. They will walk into a space already prepared for their presence. And when they arrive, it will be undeniable. This was the reason for every ending. The pain that made sense. At the time, you could not understand why good things slipped away. Now, you will see. Those endings were not punishment. They were holy protection. The heartbreak was not cruelty. It was mercy in disguise. The delays were not denial. They were heaven's careful timing. The beauty of what remains. What is left in your life now is pure. What is left is sacred. And what is coming will not just fill the space. It will complete it. This person is not coming to replace what was lost. They are coming to reveal why the losses were necessary. Reflective pause. Pause for a moment. Let yourself feel relief. The pain you endured is not wasted. It is being redeemed. Bedtime takeaway. Do not grieve what is gone. Do not fear what was removed. For heaven only takes away what was never yours, so that it can give you what always was. The space has been cleared. And now, beloved soul, it is ready to be filled. The quiet signs around you. Beloved soul, have you felt it? That gentle shift in your spirit. That sense that something unseen is drawing near. Perhaps you have noticed little moments. A song that speaks to your heart. A phrase repeated more than once. A dream that lingers in your memory. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Whispers from heaven saying, the time is close. The restlessness within. There are days when you cannot explain why you feel expectant, why your heart beats differently, why your thoughts reach for something unnamed. Archangel Michael explains. This is your soul recognizing what heaven is about to reveal. The spirit often knows before the mind understands. That restlessness you feel is not emptiness, it is preparation. The nearness of the promise. The one being sent is closer than you realize. Even now, their steps are being guided. Their heart is being aligned. Their spirit is being awakened to your name. They may not know your face yet. They may not know your story yet. But heaven is already weaving their life into yours. Soon, beloved, very soon, the paths will converge. The certainty of destiny. This is not chance. This is not a random encounter. It is destiny. It is heaven's design. It is a covenant written long before time. And when it happens, you will know, not with doubt, not with fear, but with certainty. The peace that confirms. Archangel Michael whispers again. You will not recognize them by appearance, by charm, or by promises. You will recognize them by peace. Peace will be the sign. Peace will be the anchor. Peace will be the whisper of God saying, "This is the one." Reflective pause. Take a moment now. Breathe slowly. Let peace settle over you, even as you wait. For what brings peace is always aligned with heaven. Bedtime takeaway. The signs are already around you. The stirring in your spirit is confirmation. The nearness of peace is the proof. Do not fear. Do not doubt. Heaven is moving, and your promise is closer than you think. The battle within. Beloved soul, deep inside you may feel two voices. One whispers, "This is real. This is from God." The other whispers, "What if it fails again? What if I am hurt once more?" These voices are the echoes of past pain. But heaven wants you to know, this time is different. Do not let fear close the door. Archangel Michael speaks. Do not sabotage the blessing with fear. Do not let yesterday's wounds convince you to shut the door when heaven knocks today. The one being sent is not coming to test you. They are coming to testify, to prove that God's promises are true. The courage to trust again. Yes, you were broken before. Yes, you were left alone before. But beloved, those scars are not signs of weakness. They are signs of survival. The one coming will not despise your scars. They will honor them. They will see them as proof that you endured and that you are worth cherishing. A love that builds, not breaks. This love is not fragile. It is not shallow. It is not fleeting. It is steady. It is healing. It is holy. You will not lose yourself in it. Instead, you will find more of yourself, because they will encourage the gifts God has placed in you. The invitation of heaven. Do not prepare by striving. Do not prepare by searching. Prepare by opening. Opening your heart. Opening your trust. Opening your spirit to receive what God is sending. The angels are ready. The blessing is near. All that is left is your willingness to say, "Yes, Lord, I am ready." Reflective pause. Take a deep breath. Let your heart soften. Imagine what it feels like to finally welcome love without fear. Bedtime takeaway. Your heart does not need to be perfect to receive love. It only needs to be open. Do not let fear build walls where heaven is opening doors. The blessing is not coming to wound you. It is coming to heal you. The other side of the story. Beloved soul, do you know this? Even as you wait, someone else is waiting too. Even as you pray, someone else is praying too. Even as you wonder if love is still possible, another heart is asking the same question. This is not just your story. It is theirs as well. And heaven is writing both lives together. The same restlessness. Archangel Michael whispers. The one being sent to you feels the same stirring. They may not understand it. They may not have words for it. But their spirit is restless because destiny is pulling them closer to you. Perhaps they have tried to force doors that would not open. Perhaps they have felt lonely even in crowded rooms. Perhaps they have wondered why nothing ever seemed to fit. Now you know why. Because they were reserved for you, just as you have been reserved for them. Unseen prayers. This person has been praying for you without knowing your name. They have been asking heaven for someone who understands them, for someone who will not exploit their kindness, for someone who will love them not for what they have, but for who they truly are. And those prayers, along with yours, have been echoing in the chambers of heaven. The meeting of two journeys, two lives, two paths, two stories shaped in silence, both marked by trials, both seasoned with tears, both refined through fire. And now, like two rivers running separately for years, the streams are bending toward one meeting point. The harmony of heaven. When you finally meet, it will not just be the joining of two people. It will be the joining of two journeys, two testimonies, two hearts that were always meant to walk as one. Your scars will not clash. They will complement. Your strengths will not compete, they will balance. Your lives will not diminish, they will multiply. This is heaven's harmony. Reflective pause. Pause for a moment. Let yourself imagine another soul, somewhere in this very world, already longing for you, already praying for you, already waiting for the moment heaven has written. Bedtime takeaway. You are not alone in this waiting. The one being sent is also waiting for you. Two souls, shaped in silence, are about to become one testimony of God's faithfulness. More than companionship. Beloved soul, the one God is sending is not just coming to share laughter and quiet evenings. They are not only coming to hold your hand in tender moments. They are coming for something greater. This is not ordinary love. This is destiny partnership, a union that heaven designed to carry purpose, not just comfort. Strength in balance. Where you are weary, they will be encouragement. Where you feel weak, they will be strength. Where one lacks, the other will overflow. Together, you will become a testimony of balance. Two souls woven into one thread, carrying each other when the other cannot stand. This is what heaven intends. Unity that multiplies blessing. Faith that ignites faith. Archangel Michael says, their prayers will strengthen you. Your faith will ignite theirs. And together, your voices will rise like incense, opening doors that could not be opened by one alone. This person will not pull you away from God. They will walk you deeper into Him. Your faith will not diminish, it will flourish. A love that blesses others. This connection will not end with you. The love between you will overflow into the lives around you. Like streams watering a dry land, your partnership will refresh others. People will see the light in your eyes, the peace in your presence, the strength in your unity, and they will know this is not ordinary. This is divine, the covenant of heaven. You are not being given a partner just to survive life with. You are being given someone to thrive with, to dream with, to pray with, to carry destiny with. This covenant is heaven's way of saying, I did not forget you. I prepared someone to walk this path with you. Reflective pause. Close your eyes now. Imagine a hand reaching for yours, not to pull you back, not to let you fall, but to walk forward with you into the calling God has placed over your life. Bedtime takeaway. The one who comes is not only a companion, but a destiny partner. Together, you will reflect heaven's design, love that builds, faith that multiplies, and unity that glorifies God. The quiet transformation. Beloved soul, even before the person arrives, something inside you has already begun to change. You may feel lighter without knowing why. You may notice hope rising in places where despair once lived. You may sense a calm settling into your spirit, even when nothing around you has changed. This is the sign. It is heaven whispering, the time has come. The lifting of loneliness. Archangel Michael speaks. The loneliness that felt endless will soon make sense. It was not a punishment. It was preparation. It was heaven's way of cleansing your path so the blessing could enter untainted. Each tear was a seed. Each prayer was a stone laid on the road to this moment. Each heartbreak was a breaking open to make space for what was always meant for you. The dissolving of fear. In the past, you doubted if love could last. You feared betrayal, abandonment, disappointment. But now, as heaven draws near, fear begins to dissolve. The voice of doubt grows quiet. The voice of peace grows louder. This is not imagination, it is confirmation. The readiness of your heart. You may wonder, am I truly ready for this? Heaven answers, yes, you are. Every delay shaped you. Every lonely night strengthened you. Every prayer seasoned you. You are not arriving desperate. You are arriving prepared. The mark of peace. When this person enters your life, the shift you already feel will deepen. It will not feel like a storm. It will feel like still waters. Peace will be the confirmation. Peace will be the anchor. Peace will be the voice of God saying, this is the one. Reflective pause. Rest here. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the calm rising even now. That is the whisper of heaven preparing you for what is near. Bedtime takeaway. The change within you is not random. It is a sign that heaven is moving. The loneliness, the silence, the waiting, it all makes sense now. Because the blessing is not far. It is near. Heaven's decree. Beloved soul, hear this truth. When heaven writes your name into a promise, no force on earth can erase it. No delay, no betrayal, no loneliness, no fear can cancel what God has declared. Archangel Michael steps forward to remind you. This union is not man's idea. It is heaven's decree. And what heaven decrees will always come to pass. Not by accident. Do not think this will happen by chance. Do not think it is coincidence. This is not random. It is divine appointment. The moment was written long before your birth. It has been sealed in eternity, waiting for this very season. The joy that awaits. When this person enters your life, you will understand why the road was long. You will look back on every lonely night and see it was leading here. You will look at every heartbreak and realize it was clearing the way. You will look at every unanswered prayer and know they were not ignored. They were redirected toward this fulfillment. And joy will rise in you like dawn after the longest night. The healing that comes. This love will not only comfort, it will heal. It will not only bring laughter, it will restore peace. It will not only stand beside you, it will carry you into the fullness of what God planned for your life. This is the difference between what people give and what heaven sends. What comes from man may fade, but what comes from God endures. Faith that anchors you. Beloved, you may wonder, will I recognize it? Will I be strong enough to receive it? Heaven answers, yes. The same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who opened prison doors. He is the one arranging this moment for you. And he is the one who will give you discernment to know without fear. Reflective pause. Take a deep breath. Let the promise sink into your spirit. What heaven decrees cannot be undone. Bedtime takeaway. This is not a fragile hope. It is a firm promise. The one God is sending is not delayed. They are near. And when they arrive, beloved soul, you will finally understand. Every step, every tear, every prayer was leading here. Not just for you. Beloved soul, the one who comes into your life will not only be a gift to your heart, they will also be a gift to the world around you. This love will not stay hidden. It will not remain small. It will overflow. The joy you find together will spread like light through darkened spaces. The peace you carry will comfort others. The hope you embody will inspire those who watch your journey. A living testimony. Archangel Michael whispers, this connection is not only for your healing. It is for your witness. Through your union, others will see that God restores, God fulfills, God answers. When people see the way you look at each other, they will sense it. When they hear your laughter, they will feel it. When they watch you walk side by side, they will know this is not ordinary, it is divine. Strength for the journey ahead. This person will not only ease your burdens, they will also share your calling. They will not silence your gifts, they will encourage them. They will not dim your light, they will stand beside you so it shines even brighter. And together, you will do what neither of you could have done alone. A ripple of blessing. Your love will become a ripple, touching family, touching friends, touching strangers who simply cross your path. Because true love from heaven cannot be contained. It carries the fragrance of eternity, the echo of God's own faithfulness. The multiplication of grace. Where one was weak, two will be strong. Where one was weary, two will find renewal. Where one was discouraged, two will find faith. And in that multiplication, God will be glorified. Reflective pause. Close your eyes. Imagine your love not only healing you, but bringing comfort to others who thought hope was gone. See how your story becomes a light in someone else's darkness. Bedtime takeaway. The love that is coming is not just for you. It is heaven's way of blessing others through you. Your union will be a living testimony that God's promises are true, His timing is perfect, and His love never fails. The silent protection. Beloved soul, you may not have realized it, but heaven has been guarding you all along. On nights when you thought no one cared, an angel stood watch. On days when betrayal left you broken, a shield was placed over your heart. Every unseen danger, every hidden trap, was intercepted by heaven's hand. Why they could not enter? Archangel Michael speaks gently. Those who tried to step into your life, but carried false intentions were held back. Those who smiled with lips, but carried knives in their hearts were removed. Those who would have poisoned your spirit were turned away. At the time, you wondered why relationships failed. Now you see, it was heaven saying no. The guard over your heart. Michael has been standing at the doorway of your soul, not allowing unworthy voices to settle in, not allowing counterfeit love to take root. Because what is pure requires protection, and you are precious to God. The readiness of this moment. Now, beloved, the guarding has accomplished its purpose. The space is clear. Your heart is stronger. And heaven says, you are ready. The one who comes now is not coming to destroy. They are coming to restore. They are not arriving to take. They are arriving to give. The difference you will feel. You will notice the difference immediately. No hidden agendas. No mixed signals. No exhausting games. Instead, peace. Instead, safety. Instead, the quiet assurance that you are standing in something real. Reflective pause. Rest here for a moment. Imagine the relief of knowing your heart has been guarded all this time. Kept safe for the right person. The right moment. The right love. Bedtime takeaway. You were never unprotected. Even in your loneliest nights, heaven was guarding your heart. And now, because you were preserved, you are free to receive the one who is coming. A love that heals, not harms. The long nights. Beloved soul, heaven has seen how long the nights have felt. How many times you whispered into the silence. Lord, how much longer must I wait? Every sigh was heard. Every tear was counted. Every question was remembered. But none of it was wasted. The purpose in the delay. Archangel Michael explains. The waiting was never a punishment. It was preparation. What is precious cannot be rushed. What is eternal cannot be hurried. Your heart was being strengthened. Your faith was being stretched. Your spirit was being refined. And the one being sent was also being prepared. In their own valleys, their own trials, their own prayers. Two journeys in parallel. Think of it this way. For years, two paths have been running side by side. You could not see them. They could not see you. But heaven saw both. And heaven was guiding each step, ensuring that when the paths finally crossed, the timing would be perfect. The beauty of God's timing. When the person enters your life, you will understand. Every delay will make sense. Every heartbreak will feel redeemed. Every season of silence will be seen as part of the story. God's timing is not slow. It is precise. The reward of faithfulness. You stayed faithful when it was hard. You endured when it felt unbearable. And now heaven says, it is time to reward your faith. Not with something ordinary, but with something extraordinary. Not with a temporary answer, but with a covenant promise. Reflective pause. Close your eyes. Let the truth rest in you. Nothing was wasted. Every season, every tear, every prayer was leading to this fulfillment. Bedtime takeaway. The waiting was not empty. It was holy preparation. And soon, beloved soul, you will see with your own eyes why the delay was worth it. The gentle arrival. Beloved soul, when the one heaven sends finally enters your life, it will not be with noise or confusion. It will not come with chaos or uncertainty. It will come quietly, like dawn breaking after a long night, like a calm breeze after a heavy storm. The familiar feeling. You will sense it immediately. A peace that settles over you. A recognition that words cannot explain. It will feel as though you are remembering someone, not meeting them for the first time. Because in truth, your souls have always known each other. They were written together before your bodies ever walked this earth. The mark of peace. Archangel Michael reminds you. You will know them not by appearance, not by charm, not even by promises, but by peace. When they enter, storms within you will calm. When they speak, your thoughts will settle. When they reach for your hand, your spirit will whisper, "This is the one." The end of striving. You will not need to chase. You will not need to beg. You will not need to shrink yourself to be loved. This love will meet you where you are. This love will celebrate you as you are. This love will feel like home. The confirmation of heaven. And when that moment comes, you will remember these words. You will realize that heaven told you ahead of time, so that you would not doubt, so that you would not dismiss the blessing, so that you would recognize the miracle when it arrived in human form. Reflective pause. Take a breath. Imagine the calm of finally recognizing someone who was always meant to walk beside you. Feel how safe your heart will be when that moment comes. Bedtime takeaway. The moment is coming, beloved. It will not be loud, but it will be undeniable. And when it happens, you will know. This is the one heaven promised. The closing of the old. Beloved soul, the long nights are behind you. The tears that once felt endless have watered the soil of your destiny. The silence that seemed unbearable was never empty. It was heaven preparing you. Now, the page is turning. A new chapter begins. The arrival of the promise. Archangel Michael declares, the time of loneliness has ended. The appointed one is being released into your path. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is fulfillment. Every heartbreak now has purpose. Every unanswered prayer now has meaning. Every delay now carries redemption. The companion of your soul. This person is not just a partner. They are a destiny companion. They will walk with you through valleys. They will rejoice with you on mountaintops. They will pray with you in silence. They will believe with you when doubts arise. Together, your union will shine as a living testimony that God never forgets his children. The overflow of love. This love will not only bless you, it will bless those around you. Your joy will overflow into family, into friends, into strangers who see your light. Because love sent by heaven cannot remain contained. It multiplies. The final assurance. Child of God, hear this clearly. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. Every step, every season, every sigh was leading here. The heavens rejoice because the promise is now unfolding, and you will know them by peace. Reflective pause. Close your eyes. Breathe softly. Let your soul rest in the certainty that heaven's word will not return empty. Bedtime takeaway. This is your time. This is your season. The loneliness is ending. The new chapter of companionship, covenant, and peace has begun. Beloved soul, rest tonight knowing this. Heaven has already spoken. The one is on their way.